So we are here with Eileen Davidson, who is returning to Days of Our Lives after so many years. So welcome back.
Thank you so much.
How did it feel getting here the first day? I mean, the show has definitely changed a lot, but there are still some of those major players that are here from your heyday on Days.
Yeah, it was exciting. I mean, it was strange because I couldn't remember how to get here actually driving. So I got off like on the earlier off-ramp. I'm like, oh no, this is a really bad thing. But after I found my way to the studio, everybody was so welcoming, seeing Drake again and Deidre and Christian, Peter Reckle. Everybody has been just really wonderful, including the cast. I mean, the rest of the cast, and then the crew, who a lot of the same people are here. So that was really fun.
Okay, so take me through what happened, because you tweeted about leaving Young and the Restless. Fans immediately go crazy, making, fake casting news for you.
Right.
But then it all did sort of, snowball quickly, and we hear you are coming back to Days.
There was a huge outcry on Twitter or whatever, is Eileen coming back? You got to have Eileen come back. So I knew that there were a lot of people that wanted to see me again. But it was surprising, and it was very heartwarming. I mean, it's been 14 years.
Yeah.
And I kind of had just gone and done my own thing, been back on Y&R and whatever, so I wasn't quite aware that she was still alive and well in people's hearts and minds. So that was very nice to find out, So I'm actually having fun rediscovering her and also kind of creating her at the same time.
She's still an island dweller when we see her?
Oh my God, no. I believe she's been in Europe.
Oh.
Yes.
So she's
getting
a little
lot
more
of
cultured.
therapy and getting a lot of therapy. Yeah.
Now, you had the privilege all those years ago to play a million different alter egos of Kristen, Susan. Is there any that you'd like to see return at some point? Or did you have a favorite, if not returning to
I
the
love
show?
Susan and Sister Mary.
Yeah.
Because I was raised Catholic, so it's kind of like my little nod. But, it was a different show then. It was written by Jim Riley, and it was really kind of crazy and over the top, and it kind of just grew into what it became. It would be interesting, and I would love to do that, to do one or two. I don't think all five.
Yeah.
I think one of them's dead now anyway. But I would love that. But, in the context of the rest of the show, it would have to work. Because, just having this crazy nun come out of Horton Square, I don't know how I'd do that. But, I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind trying.
Now, when it was pitched to you or when the job came back to you, was it just Kristen? This is who you're coming back as?
Predominantly. But, of course, my next question is Susan.
Yeah.
And, it's a possibility.
And there's kind of an opening right now that we've learned, not you maybe, but that Susan and EJ have this connection. Have you had a chance to work with him yet? And are you hoping they maybe explore that?
I worked with James yesterday.
Yeah?
I worked with him yesterday, and we had a great time. It was so much fun. And, I mean, it would be such a trip to bring Susan back. And I'd like to see maybe how she's evolved. You never know. Maybe she got like a major makeover, and I don't know. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions.
But the main question is, do you want to wear the big buck teeth again for any of your characters?
I still have them.
Do you really?
I do.
Oh my gosh.
I've kept them all these years. They're in the bottom drawer in my bathroom. And I put them on occasion and freak my husband out. But, I've kept them. You never know. I learned a while back that you never say never. So I kind of kept them there. And I think if you bring her back, you got to bring the teeth back, don't you? I mean, who is she without them?
A lot of dental work has evolved though over the years too. Maybe she also has gotten a chance.
Or maybe she has braces.
Maybe she has braces. That would be so amazing.
Wouldn't it?
Or a retainer or a headgear.
Retainer and headgear. That's great.
She's coming up with the times.
Right.
Now, you were involved in one of the wackiest, most outlandish storylines probably in the history of soaps with the Exorcism and John and Marlena. But I think fans loved those three together back then. And are you able to sort of interact with them again now that you're back?
I have already had scenes with both of them.
What is that dynamic? Because it was always so...
obviously terrified of me. Prejudice. They haven't forgiven or forgotten. So it's kind of Kristen's trying to make amends and do her best to say that she's changed.
Can we trust her?
Can you trust anybody?
Very good. Salem especially. I don't know who you can trust.
I do remember you brought up that exorcism thing. I remember I was, I believe, possessed by Satan.
Yeah.
And I was in my lingerie.
Oh,
it was horrible. I had high heels and lingerie on, and I'm speaking like the devil. Oh my God. Anyway.
How do you get into a scene like that?
I have no idea. I was like the frog in the boiling water where things kind of like just slowly, I was like brought into these crazy storylines. That's why I don't know about bringing it back now. You know, it would just be so shocking. But I don't know. Part of me feels like I just got to go there.
I would love that. But do you think that soaps are a little more grounded in reality today? I mean, you're coming off of one that's highly dramatic. Days is a little lighter.
I love the fact that this show's doing the gay storyline.
Yeah.
I love looking at my monitor and seeing two boys kissing and it being a loving, mature, kind of sweet relationship.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy. It's such a current storyline. So, I mean, the fact that they're tackling something like that and then maybe they would do something a little more avant-garde, I mean, you know, kudos to them.
Okay, so we haven't seen you for a while. You've now said the castmates that you've dealt with, but what actually brings you back to Salem? Or can you say?
I've said this in so many scenes, which I love, she's had years of intensive therapy, a lot of therapy. And she wants to come back now and show the world how she's changed and how she's grown. And there's also some business matters in Salem that she needs to attend to.
And now that you're here on set, you've had a chance to sort of get to know the newer players in town. Is there anyone you would like to work with that you haven't yet, or any characters that you're sort of fascinated by?
Boy, well, yeah, I have a scene with Lauren Koslow,
Nice.
which I don't think we ever really worked together that much before.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited about that. I love Lauren. I've known her for a very long time. She's a terrific actress. She's a hot tamale.
Yes.
And she'll be fun to work with. I'll be enjoying that. Yeah, and I'm having a great time with everybody. I mean, everybody's been so amazing. From James and Drake and Dee and everybody. It's been great.
Now, if you could give fans one good tease leading into your debut episode, what would it be?
Well, Kristen has changed.
Mm-hmm.
But what we're not sure of is if she's actually changed for the better.
Very good. That's a very Days type of tease.